is the color, 11 is the wild dog. She's got the look. 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 What's in the world can make a better girl to do? When everything I'll never do, I'll do for you. And I go, la 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 la. She's got the look.
Yeah. All right. Welcome.
Thank you
to the live lesson station, coming live from beautiful Alberta, Canada. And today I have a very special guest with me, my dear friend, my musical friend that we were in a band together. Everybody, please meet Clare. Welcome
Hi.
to the show.
Thanks. Don't ask me any hard questions.
Oh, yeah. I have all kinds of questions ready for you today. It should be an interesting show. And I want to also say a hi to everybody that's watching the show right now. And if you're watching the show, please feel free to ask some questions in the comment section or send some love to Clare. And we'll get to those questions during the show. So, Clare, are you ready? We'll start with a nice introduction to my beautiful friend.
Yes.
You ready? Okay. She's got a really nice story. Okay, here we go. Clare was born and raised in Edmonton to an Italian immigrant parents. Her father owned one of the first nightclubs and restaurants in Edmonton in the 70s. She was just a wee one, but remembers it quite well. And having been immersed in the hospitality industry, adopted her sense of service to others and the love for music and entertainment from her parents. After college, Clare worked as a legal assistant, paralegal for various law firms in many areas of law, including general practice, criminal defense, civil litigation, family law, which became her specialty. She has certificates in mediation and interest-based negotiation and has volunteered as a group facilitators for the Strathcona County Family and Community Services for children and adults coping with grief through separation and divorce. She is fluent in French and Italian, and in 2012, she started a small home-based business assisting self-represented family litigants prepare their paperwork for court. She then taught legal administration at a private college in Edmonton for 4 years until June of this year. She can truly say that her passion is teaching. Clare has faced many challenges, including managing chronic clinical depression and anxiety, divorce, being a single parent, several painful breakups, job loss, and over the last 10 years, the loss of both her parents. However, through the love and support of her current partner, John, and her families and friends, she has come back as a force to be reckoned with. And says she won't change a thing because it all shaped who she is today. Thank you for all you do to make this world a better place. Welcome to the show, Clare.
Oh, thanks for having me. This is so much fun. I've never actually been on a talk show before, so this is new territory for me.
Yes, we have. This is awesome. We have some people saying hello in the audience.
Hello.
Hello, Chantal.
Chantal Beaulieu.
Oui, elle est ici.
Bon.
Et nous avons Miranda.
Miranda.
She says you look fabulous, of course. You know, she's got the look. It's fun because I ask every guest to pick the intro song, and Clare picked "She's Got the Look." I was yes. What a great song!
Thanks so much.
So, my beautiful Clare.
Yes.
Can you tell me about yourself, the audience, about yourself a little bit, and what it was like to grow up Italian?
Well, I love food. I have a sort of love-hate relationship with food. I love food, and it hates my hips. But always been an abundance of we talk about my father being in hospitality, so part of that has been the food and drink business, and that was my dad had a flair for that, and of course it carried over into the household as well. I think I had my first drink when I was about 11.
Oh.
My parents were quite liberal. They felt that because it was part of the culture, it wasn't a problem to have a little glass of wine as long as we did it around the family and in good supervision and for good reasons. So needless to say, I have a very high tolerance to wine. My father made wine as well, as do many other Italian fathers, but he did it the old-fashioned way. I mean, he used to buy grapes from the Italian center shop. Frank Spinelli, who owns the Italian center shop, and now his daughter Teresa, who's taken over. Well, he used to order cases and cases of grapes, and then I remember in the garage he had big barrels and a big press where he used to press the grapes, and just
cool.
It's really cool. And I understand they still make wine that way in Tuscany. So, yeah.
And your dad owned a business. He was in the restaurant business. Can you tell a little bit about that?
Oh, sure. Also? Yeah. He had a business called Tita's, and that might ring bells for a lot of people. I know that, I'm a member of that historical Edmonton Society, and so many people have posted remarks about having been there, perhaps having worked there. Some musicians had played there because Dad also offered live entertainment. So it was not only a dining and club. There was dancing and there was live entertainment. In fact, the Eddie Keane band. I don't know if you remember Eddie Keane. He was a critic, a restaurant critic in the Edmonton area back in the 70s, and he had his own band, and they were at the house band at Dad's place. Dad had other talents come on. From what I understand, and of course I don't remember any of this, he gave Kenny Shields, formerly of Streetheart, the late Kenny Shields, one of his first exposures as playing in the circuit in Edmonton. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. So Tita's was around until the early 80s. Okay. And then he sold that, and he purchased a house in downtown Edmonton around 105th Street and 99th Avenue. It's been a few different things, but it was called La Veranda, and it was it really the food was amazing, and that was really primarily just a dining venue and a bar, a pub at the bottom. So
this is amazing. A big part of the Edmonton history, your history. It shaped who you are today. You said it taught you service to others and the music. And can you tell me a little bit about your hobbies and what you like to do?
Of course, I love playing keys. As you know well, after you and I played together for 3 years, I joined another band called Los Vámonos. And yes, it's a very Spanish name, but actually the genre that we played was a little mix of classic rock, indie, alternative rock. We were adamant. We were practicing every week, and then we had a hall party we were gearing up for, and then COVID came down. So the show was canceled, and we just haven't. The lead singer in that band has got some immunocompromised issues, and so we've not been able to get back together since COVID. So I'm hoping that we can reconnect shortly. But I play with even a gal friend of mine that sings jazz and blues. We get together once in a while and maybe can create something there, and of course, you're always invited over to do some singing for us, eh?
Yes, I'd love that.
I'd love to have you.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Just so you know, everybody, Claire's a very gifted piano player, and I had the opportunity to play with her for a few years, and she's amazing, and she's very passionate. And I would say, everybody, go and watch Claire play live if you get the chance. She's amazing.
If I ever get out there again.
Yeah. But right now you're busy, right? What are you doing right now?
Well, right now I'm setting up my own online legal assistant training institute. I've come to the realization that is most definitely what I need to be doing, and so that, coupled with I sort of need a 10-year plan. I didn't want to just have a job. I wanted a career, and I wanted to make a career out of it. So this is an investment into my future, into John's future, because he's my partner as well. I've enlisted the help. Well, I'm going to be subcontracting, I guess, out to a good friend of mine, Joanne Swensrud, who owns her own business called Know It Sooner, and she's a certified Microsoft trainer. She and I have teamed up. She's going to be providing education in her area. I see Miranda. She was one of my students, Miranda Clay. She goes, wow.
Wow.
So, it's a lot of work. I'm building the curriculum. And there's a lot of, hoops to jump through for the government, for the regulators, the licensing division of advanced education. So, is it a big venture? Absolutely. Am I scared? Yep. But I'm doing it anyways.
Yeah.
What the heck? I got nothing to lose, right? So yeah.
I love what you just said. You're scared, but you're doing it anyway, right? Just like getting on stage. Sometimes it's not easy to get on stage and perform, but you do it anyway. You push through, right?
You do.
So, how do you get through life's challenges? Like, I'm going to dig into the life lessons, because I know you have some really nice coping mechanism, but what's your top ways to deal with adversity and things like that?
Lots of wine.
Italian wine or any
I like any kind of wine.
What's your favorite?
John and I like to go to BC. We went to BC this summer, and we had probably one of the best times, that we've had so far on holidays. We've enjoyed BC White. That's my favorite, BC Whites. But I can do California Reds too. Good Cab Sauv is amazing. But on a more serious note, I believe wholeheartedly in exercise and self-care.
Self-care, yes. Do you have any tips that what works for you, or what would you recommend? Or
I've tried exercising and I've tried not exercising, and let me tell you, exercising really keeps things in check, mentally and physically. Absolutely. Hi, Heidel. So exercise and rest, and if you need an afternoon nap, take a darn afternoon nap. Don't feel guilty about it,
Yes, rest.
Go get your toenails done, your fingernails, go have a bubble bath. If you need to be alone, if you need some alone time, ask for it. Because when we're not our best for ourselves, we can't be our best for others either.
Yes.
And there's a lot of expectation placed on us, in the workplace and in relationships. And so in order for us to be the best we can, we have to, take care. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I just want to go back to, so Elena, she wrote, Claire feels emotions of others. So I would agree with that. You're good at reading people and
an empath. I'm an
empath.
Yes.
You're very good at that. Another thing that you're really good at is public speaking. Like, you were doing a lot of the public speaking for the band, and you have a very grounding effect and I don't know. I just love you when you're doing
not speaking. As good as like you were such a front person. I honestly, unmistakably a front person. Yeah. You were awesome. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I miss those days. We should do a shout out to everybody from the band. Anybody from Indecision? Shout out.
Hi, guys.
So Chantal saying that we did a show on self-care. So if you need some more self-care tip, you can go into the video section of the Life Lesson Station and get some more ideas there. Thank you very much. And then we have one more comment from Miranda. She says, you're also an excellent instructor. And she once told me to get out of my comfort zone. See?
Yeah. Well, and that's just really a reiteration of what I was saying before. If it doesn't feel comfortable, then it probably means that you're growing and you're challenging yourself, and that's what the nerves of going on stage is all about. When you're actually uncomfortable because it's not something that you do on a regular basis. You want to perform well, but when you finally get through it, it is the most rewarding, right? Yeah.
Love it. It took me about 10 times to get on stage before I settled down,
Did it settle down for you? I never settled down for me. I think I was kind of raised in a house, I call it the haunted house of perfection. My mom was such a perfectionist, and so I always placed a lot of pressure on myself.
Interesting.
And that's where that comes from. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk quickly about the quote. It's this is a quote from Clare. Everybody on the screen. It says, "You read it." Okay.
Always trust your inner voice. It will never lead you astray.
Boom.
Yeah. And you know what? My bad. I didn't listen to my inner voice for a long time.
You're right. No.
No, and I think that had I tuned into that inner voice and had faith in it, I would have made some different decisions along the way. Yeah.
Yeah, because you know what? We do see those red flags, hey? They're there.
They're there. Oh, yeah.
Sometimes they're whispers. Sometimes it's not obvious, like, hey, red flag, right? It's got a little whisper, but
it's sure. And it's a gnawing sort of something just isn't quite right. And that holds true for everything, for relationships, for jobs. If it's too much work, if it's too hard, then it's probably not right. Or if something's telling you it's not right, you trust yourself, because you give yourself that credence, because I think we're 99% of the time we're bang on. Really?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, just so much wisdom. That's why I had to have her on the show, everybody. I trust her judgment. So do you have any advice for single moms? Because you were a single mom for a few years. Can you tell me a little bit, how was your experience, or just suggest any suggestion for single moms?
Stop cooking with cheese on their 18th birthdays.
Okay. To kick them out, or what?
I think yes, my little bubbas, they're the best. But coping when they were little was, it was tough, but it was easy because there wasn't that ancillary stress as well. I had every other weekend to myself, which was really cool. But the co-parenting, stay friends with your ex. Co-parenting is super important for your children to grow up healthy and strong. And so don't major on the minors. When there's big things, sure, deal with them, but let those little things flow downstream. So that's my piece of advice. Yeah.
Very good advice. And we have, just before we go on the picture tour of Clare's life experience, I just have one more quick question. Is about, you said something when we talked, you said showing kids love through action. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. Well, I've never been one to yap a lot, so I never yelled at my kids a bunch. But I did lead through example.
Okay.
So you can't tell your children not to smoke if you're smoking a pack of cigarettes a day, kind of thing. Obviously, my kids are very healthy drinkers. I'm just kidding.
Where did they learn that?
They're very, you know what? They've got it figured out way sooner than I ever did. But that's kind of the general principle, is that we can talk at them till we're blue in the face, but they're not going to listen if you are contradicting what you say.
Okay.
And I think that's a general. It certainly isn't. There's a lot of people that live by that principle, I believe.
Yeah. Use discernment to watch people's action to see if they match their words, right? It's so important.
You have to listen to what people do, not what they
say.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, everybody at home, please listen up. You got to listen to what they do, know what they say. This is a good life lesson.
Yeah,
that's Clare Lazzer.
Yeah, for sure.
So definitely. Now, my beautiful friend, we're gonna dive into some beautiful pictures of your life experience. So, So here's a cute selfie. She's got the look. She's got the look.
It always looks better when you put your camera down this way.
Yes, that's right. Do people think you look Italian?
Sometimes, but not always. Some people will say, I don't know, Greek. Somebody even thought I was Jewish once.
Oh,
yeah. I'm like, oh my goodness.
And that's you at the farm one day, or?
No, I was at a wedding, an outdoor wedding, and they had hay bales for chairs. Is that cool or what?
Yes. Heidel says it's beautiful.
Well, the whole thing was beautiful. The whole ceremony was amazing. But
I think he means you're beautiful.
Right? No, I think you hide it. Oh, yes, Lady Justice. Me and her, I think, have a lot in common. We both. I'm a strong advocate for equality, fairness, access to justice, and so she was my, I guess, logo when I had my business.
Oh, really?
For a while. Lady Justice.
Is she going to have a comeback in your next business venture?
Lady Justice? That's what I'm teaching. So she's always with me. And, but I have a different logo for my business.
Oh, now. I can't wait to see it.
I can't wait to show you. Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure you share with all of us when it's ready, and I'll help promote it. Then this is your legal look.
Yeah, that's my paperwork mood. So I mean, I did a lot of all of my business in the small business area. I did that at home, just to supplement the income, and enjoyed it very, very much.
Nice.
Again, took me out of the comfort zone. I mean, you're working with members of the public coming to your house.
Oh,
so yeah. There's Leo. That's my kitty.
He's cute.
We call him Pussy Gato.
Pussy Gato.
Pussy Gato. Pussy Gato.
Is that Italian for super cute kitty?
Well, pussy, and then Gato. Gato is cat.
Gato is cake, right?
Porco is pork.
Oh, okay.
Pig, porco. Yeah. Yeah,
he's cute, and their pets are so good for the.
Yeah. Oh, there's my Goombas. I don't know where they got those eyebrows. I think my Groucho Marx maybe. I know.
Which one is older?
They're so handsome. There's Josh and Mike. Yeah, he's older. He's 25. This the one on the left.
Okay.
The one where I've got my arrow there. That's Josh. He's 25, and Mike is 22 here. Both have educations, post-secondary. Josh is in banking, and he's working towards his investment certificate. And Mike's in his last couple semesters. How many semesters, bud? I'm counting the days. No, just kidding. Of NAIT, he's getting his Bachelor of Business Administration at NAIT. He's the marketing guy. He actually worked for a bit. This is more recent, doing what we do best.
So yeah, having a big old family get together meal type deal.
Yeah, it was my great niece's and nephew's birthdays recently, so we had a family dinner, and that was at my niece's house. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
that's awesome. Your wonderful son, and you know what's nice is your son came to cheer for you when you played live music in a venue.
Oh, very cool. Well. They were like Yeah, my mom's cool. She plays in a band.
Yeah.
The crazy women. Oh my goodness.
Who is this gorgeous women? Who are these?
That's me and my sisters. This is that's me. And this is my younger sister, Laura, and this is my elder sister, Natalie. We're all about 3.5, 4 years apart.
Okay.
And we both, when we get together, it's just too much fun. Absolutely. All you hear is cackling and the wine's flowing, and it amuses the rest of the family. So I think people get a kick out of it. But yeah, they're amazing. Lots of fun.
Yeah, I got to meet them, and they're such a fun bunch to be around. My goodness,
Yeah,
I love your
they
family.
There's
Who is this handsome fella? Game over.
Yes, Johnny Be Good. I'll call him Johnny Be Good.
Does he like Johnny Be Good more than John Bon Jovi, or?
Oh, he does think he's John Bon Jovi when he's dancing and stuff.
One time he dressed up too for Halloween as Bon Jovi, right?
That was so funny. Yeah, that was
that's
great.
A nice picture. That's one of the
wineries. Yes, it's a winery in, I'm gonna have to say it was in the Carameus area of British Columbia in that valley there.
Oh my gosh, it's just beautiful.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
There's something on your finger there.
Yeah, it's not sparkly though. Darn.
It's not. What happened? No, what's going on? Can you call John to the camera, please?
No.
Just joking.
Yeah, I don't want it to cost my relationship. No.
Okay.
We just did, you know what? We just thought, hey, it'd be cool if we had matching tungsten rings. Tungsten's a substance that it doesn't break.
Oh.
So we've both worn them. It's just kind of to say, hey, John just said it's Seven Stones Winery. Woo! Give it a plug.
Thanks, John.
So yeah, no, we both wear the rings. It makes us feel connected. We've been together for just 2 years.
I remember when you just met, you brought him on the rocks to meet the band.
Oh yeah.
And I threatened him. I said, John, if you're mean to Claire, I'm going to write a song about you.
Yeah, I know. And hey, congratulations on your new hit. I just saw it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's just fun. Amazing. Yeah. Aww. Thank you, Susan.
Okay, so who is that? That's the restaurant.
Yeah, so this is an old newspaper clipping, I guess the Edmonton Journal, where the Dad's Restaurant they were celebrating their fourth anniversary. And I just wanted to point out a couple of other important people. Joe Piacentine. This is my father in the middle here, and it's uncanny how much resemblance my sons have to him. I mean, he was a scrawny guy, hey? A scrawny Italian guy. So that was Joe. That was Joe. This is my father, Rudy, and his other partner, Salvatore Acampora. So these three were just instrumental in the birth and the operations of Tita's. It was a place that many people remember as a great place to party. Not gonna lie, yeah. I mean, if I was of age, it would have been great to attend.
Yeah. Have you ever considered to go into the bar or restaurant industry, or was it always legal?
Honestly, I had a passion for law. And I always preferred to be on the other side of the bar as well.
Okay.
As opposed to be. So when I talk about service to others, it's service in other capacities, not necessarily, food and beverage. Food and beverage. Yeah. That was my sister. My younger sister was really into, she worked with my dad at the restaurants and such. So she was really, So there's Scotty and me.
Yay.
Hey, you know where that was? I think that was Richard's Pub that night.
Richard's Pub.
We were doing the promo for your first video.
So who's that? Is that the whole band there?
That's the whole band. There's Kenny Bourgeois.
Kenny.
Myself, you. Scott.
our drummer.
Scott Gregory. Oh,
Yes.
That almost slipped my mind. Scott Gregory. My apologies, Scott. And then Scotty Cunningham. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Good
and
people.
that was at Passport Lounge. Do you remember we had that 80s retro 80s? And it
Yes.
took me the whole morning to zhuzh my hair. I was back combing my hair for 3 hours in the morning.
You look amazing. You look like Pat Benatar or like, a true rock star, right?
Honestly, that was the 80s look that I was looking at. Hey, we were out being goofballs. There's Cindy.
Yeah, Cindy
there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
St. Patrick's Day, I think it was, hey?
Yeah. And there we were at JT's. Was that JT's Bar and Grill?
Yeah, on the south side.
We had all our friends come and yeah, that was fun.
That was a good night too, hey?
No, it was really fun.
And that one's on the rocks.
And that was OTR for a Sunday afternoon.
Is that how you say it? The
OTR.
Cool OTR. Okay, cool.
OTR.
OTR. We were at OTR.
OTR. That sounds beautiful, actually. Oh my God, I was a field trip parent on my son Michael's grade 7 field trip to Fort McLeod and the Buffalo Jump. And,
nice.
Oh yeah. So we went into the mines, and so that's why I have a hard hat on, just in case you're wondering. Not quite sure what the weapon in my hand is. I'm pretty sure it was a stick to keep the kids in line, I'm thinking.
Yeah, but you look super cute. So whatever you were doing, it's working.
It was fun. It was a really fun. Okay. I miss those days on the beach and the sand. Oh, that was Cuba. Cuba was just absolutely a beautiful place. But the people are amazing there. We talk about humility and just getting to the basics. They know, and this was before the embargo was lifted in any fashion. And Americans weren't, allowed to, and I think that was just so unfortunate that they didn't have the import-export. But, the Cuban people knew how to make do with what they had. And they could mix some fabulous drinks from like coconut milk. Because they grow coconuts, and they, pineapple desserts because they grow pineapple, and, just such great people, and they can live well with so little,
Yes. And your dream is after COVID to go to Costa Rica.
Yes, that's where John and I would like to go. Yes. Yeah. So I don't know,
let's all go, everybody. Let's all go to Costa Rica. Let's all start learning Spanish and go to Costa Rica. And we'll come and crash your party.
I know. Hey. Yeah, for sure.
So, my friend, we're already there. So it went super fast, but
I'm not finished talking yet.
I know. I know, but I just wanted to ask you before we go, if you had any last life lesson that you wanted to share, or tips for people struggling through what's going on globally, or anything you'd like to tell people?
One day at a time. One day at a time. I mean, this whole COVID thing, if we sit and we actually think about things, and it's like anything else, if we actually contemplate things for too long, they can seem more overwhelming than they actually are. If we take every day, one day at a time, eventually we will be looking back at it. I think, and this is a phase. It's a phase, just like any other phase in our lives. It's just part of the journey. We're making history here. Is it uncomfortable? Absolutely. But at the same time, maybe it was designed to teach us a lesson as well, and to slow down and to spend more time at home with our families, and stop and smell the roses or the coffee or the wine.
I want to go to BC now. Try some of that white wine you're talking about.
You got to come next time for sure. You betcha.
Well, let me tell you, I'm so appreciative that you took the time to come on the show today. And we get the journey within. Just a sec. I'm just okay.
Oh yes.
Thank you, Chantal.
Yes. Oui, c'est ça, Chantal. Merci.
Oui. Donc, we want to thank Claire. Well, I want to thank Claire for coming on the show today and share some of her life stories. And there's so much more to Clare, of course, but we just wanted to plant some seeds to say that you're not alone going through this human experience and called life, you know.
Yeah.
And we wish you really the best for your business project.
Thank you. I'm excited. Yes.
I'm excited.
Very.
And we want to thank everybody, all Clare's friends that came
to
the show.
So much.
Thank you for coming, spending time with us today, and for all your comments. So that was great. So that's it. So thank you so
much.
You
guys.
Let's do a big heart.
How do you do?
How do you say goodbye in Italian?
Bon cœur. Salut.
Salut.
Oh, no. No. Buonasera.
Buonasera? Is that good evening?
Yeah.
Buonasera.
E grazie. Tante grazie, auguri.
We got some more love. I got to show the love. Oh, thanks, Clare.
Thanks,
Kelly.
Kelly.
And thanks, Miranda.
Kelly was a high school friend. Yeah.
Really?
Yes. Kelly was a high school friend. I have a lot of high school friends, and I'm friends with Facebook.
So cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are the best. Oh, we got one more. Great start, Clare, from Natalie.
Oh, love you too.
Love you, girl. Oh.
Yeah.
See, the trick, everybody that's wondering how to make a nice heart with their hand, the trick is you have to squish your thumbs. You got to, so it makes a nice bottom sharpness. Oh, look at Clare. Yours are exotic.
Mine look like elephant ears or something.
Okay. So that's it. Have a great week, everybody. Thank you, Clare.
Love you.
We'll see you soon.
Ciao,
tune in. Ciao, Bella. Tune in, everybody, to the show next time. Like the Facebook page. Share the video. Do all that good stuff, okay? Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, Clare.
Bye.